All right, here we are in Sumner, Indiana. I have dominated Ohio. I'm tired of Ohio. I'm taking my skills to Indiana. I have 2 washes here in the Hoosier State today, one next week in Indiana. And this is a beautiful home, beautiful property. Oh man, this place is fantastic. And it is cold. It's about 36 degrees and the wind is howling. God, when is it ever going to be spring for the fresh? My tools of the trade today are the Honda GX690 8 GPM General Pump, 150 feet of 3/8 pressure washing hose with a 1.8 injector because it's 36 degrees. And of course, I'll be using the Water Boss. It's cold. It's cold, baby. This is opportunity 1 of 2 on the day. 1 in Indiana, 1 in Ohio. This one has 2 properties, so I'll be washing 2 houses here today. And by the way, this is a repeat customer who just moved here from Ohio last year. The greatest bulk of my customers this year have been repeat customers from the last 11 years. Well, this being my 11th year, so the last 10 years. And I can't tell you how important it is to mine your database, as Joe Deary calls it, mining your business. I really like that terminology. Let me go on record and say, I never criticize someone's business model. It's my opinion that if it's working for you, then it's probably best for you, at least until something better comes along. If you want my opinion, I'll give it to you. But I practice what's called minding your own business. And I think a lot of guys need to take that as their own business model, to mind their own business. I'm amazed at how many guys and gals are very quick to criticize others' business models because it's not their business model. Like, it can't possibly work because it's not their business model. But let's face it, there's nothing new under the sun, but there's a lot to learn about business. If you've been watching for 6 months or 60 years, I'm eager to learn what you're doing if it's working for you. My business model of high volume, fair price has just worked out tremendously for me over the years. As I said earlier, the greatest bulk of my work this year has been repeat customers from the last 10 years. I've priced it right. They love my work. And they keep calling me. Even when they move to a different state, they still call me to do their work because they love my work and they know I'm going to give them a good price. And they see no need to call anyone else. On the other hand, if you shoot for the moon and give them the highest price that you could possibly charge, they may go with you once out of ignorance and love your work. But then when their beautician is talking to them about the guy or gal who washes their house, and they will inevitably be talking about price because your customer is going to say, man, they did great work, but God, it was expensive. And then the next time they think about pressure washing, they'll definitely consider you, but they won't hesitate to call someone else to get a second price. And I could be very wrong about that. I've been more wrong about lesser things, so yeah, I could definitely be wrong about that. So here we find ourselves on the front porch area. Obviously, the ceiling is stained. And so what I find to be my best practice is to go ahead in advance and hose down the ceiling, at least along the edges, with water. And then when I go back with SH, I don't go all the way to the top with the SH, but the water helps with any possible overspray. And I have never once in 10 years of washing stained a ceiling. And it's never a bad idea to keep a squeegee on your truck. And that way, if the water beads up, you can always squeegee off the water beads with the squeegee and a pole.
In the heart of Indiana, where the crops stand tall, there's a crew with a mission, they're cleaning it all. From barns to porches, roofs to gates, the fresh rinse is sweeping the Hoosier state. They got high volume power and a fair price tag, turning weathered old houses into something to brag. With a spray so steady and a gleam so bright, your home shining proud under the pale moonlight. Oh, the fresh rinse is rolling through town, making dirt and grime lay their battle down. From roof washing high to siding so clean, they're turning gray and weathered into pristine.
Check this out. Absolutely beautiful. We'll be washing that house next.
Farmhouse windows now sparkle like the stars. Driveways neat as a line of parked cars. They're scrubbing out history, one rinse at a time.
I think what I like most about my high volume, fair price business model is that now I literally have thousands of house washes under my belt. And because of that, when the lean seasons come, I can always tap into my database, pick up work, and of course, whenever you're in a neighborhood, regardless of how many times you've been there, you get exposure. So I pick up work from my existing customers simply by tapping into that database, going to work for them, making a lot of noise in their neighborhood, picking up more work, adding those customers to my database, and then year after year, I continue to work for those customers. And the process continues. I then make more noise in that neighborhood, picking up more customers, yada, 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 yada. And the beat goes on and on. what that thing there is. Maybe they hit golf balls into the pond. Interesting. One more perk to having a high volume, fair price business model is that sadly, I get to fire customers from time to time. People that I don't want to work for, or jobs that I just don't enjoy, like wooden fences and decks, wooden decks, things of that nature. I just pass those along. But if you have a low volume business model, and again, I'm not criticizing, just stating the fact, or what I believe to be a fact. I may be wrong. If you have a low volume business model, you have less of a database to mine, and then there's a certain obligation you feel to work for even the negative customers because they're all the customers that you have. That's my theory. Once again, I repeat myself. Your experience may be different, and I applaud that. I hope that it's different. By the way, do you really think this customer is going to get up here to see if I cleaned back here? No. No. But we're going to do it anyways. We priced the whole house, so we wash the whole house. Even behind that downspout over there. Little boogers back there. All right, we're all done here. Got to put the water hose back up. And as we remove our property protection, we're going to take a look at this ceiling. Let's take a look here. No bleeding whatsoever. Everything came out wonderfully. Yeah, no complaints at all. All right, we are all done at the top house. We're gonna go down there and wash, then head back to Ohio for a wash, and then call it a day. My name's Mike. They call me the Fresh Rinse. See you at the top. Don't be late.